do we need interstates, highways from state to state? Who's gonna use all these roads? And now we say, where are the roads? We need more roads. So this is the problem with, big projects like this, and, the last picture with the governor, you know, kind of ideally, he'd have that, high-speed rail going up to his front door. So before any of these construction can happen on the ground, we have to do some biological assessments. Basically, we're looking at the physical, the ecological, the species, the critical habitat, anything that may be potentially impacted by this project. And once again, back, please. Yeah. So anyway, once again, just the emphasis on the avoidance and minimization and mitigation measures.
Forward.
There we go. Yeah, this is kind of a busy slide. The take-home message from this is that there's a lot of diversity of vegetation in California. And that's a good thing because there's a lot of diversity in wildlife habitat. Thanks. Was there something on the slide behind that?
Yeah.
No? Okay, next. Okay, so construction, as I said, is underway now, currently. There are 36, I've lost count, 36 to 48 various projects underway from Merced to Bakersfield now. Most of these are large projects that are crossing rivers, waterways, through bridges or viaducts.
That's what that was.
And as I was saying, you know, part of my job is looking at the interagency consultations, doing some literature review, boots on the ground surveys on the to see what's actually out there. One of the things, number 5, is the wildlife corridor assessment. And so, why do we need to look at wildlife corridor assessments? Wildlife corridor assessments are important, basically for any area, natural area where you have wildlife that are naturally moving, and you place a barrier. It's potentially a barrier through them, whether it's a pipeline, gas line, water line, a power line, a highway, a water canal, and in this case is a high-speed rail. There's a potential impact on wildlife. So how can we avoid and minimize those impacts? What we've seen so far that's worked pretty good is wildlife crossings. Wildlife crossings have worked for various species, from salamanders to elk, whether they're wildlife crossings going underneath the project or over. This project, I'm calling it the project area. That's the area from San Jose down to Palmdale. So in this area, there are 10 listed TD, threatened and endangered species, plant species, and there are 17 wildlife species that are threatened and endangered. And those are a wide range from the kid fox to the California condor to the California redneck frog, the desert tortoise, and the button-nosed leopard lizard. And once again, to avoid and minimize and mitigate these impacts, we look at species-specific conservation measures. So with the California tiger salamander, for example, we're doing relocating and fencing projects. On the bottom here, you have a picture of a fence that's put up as a barrier to keep the salamanders off the project. And we relocate them, whether they're adults or the young ones, to a more suitable habitat. And next, with the Tipton kangaroo rat, which is a small rat in the kangaroo rat in the San Joaquin Valley, one of our conservation measures is trapping and relocation. So we're trapping them in Sherman traps and putting them into a more suitable habitat. And there's additional conservation measures that are in place. These are mitigation sites. I use some of these because this is a vernal pool, which is